Not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efix and the BBOs, the Inson, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isobo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are born, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra. That your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Biggie.
He say, welcome, 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 and welcome Thank you for joining us on this very program today. I appreciate you and I welcome you wherever you are joining us from. If you are joining us from Biafra land, you remember my special thanks goes to you. If you are joining us from any part of the zoo, you are joining us from any part of Africa, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, you are joining from Russia, you are joining from China, or from Israel. Whichever part of the world you are joining us this very morning, I appreciate you and I welcome you to this very morning program. May Chukwu Okike Abia Magara and protect you. As you join this platform, please, immediately you come in, try as much as possible to bring one person along. Share, like, and share. It is very important. Like and share. Share to family and friends, share to all platforms. Make sure you reach out to one person or two to join us on this very morning broadcast. For those who are joining us for the very first time in this very platform, or those who are going to come across this video for the very first time, I want you to know that this very platform where you are watching right now is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. A platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazen Nandekan. In this very platform, I want you to know that we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to attack individuals. We do not come here to preach hate or lies. We do not come here to attack any tribe or religion. What we do in this platform is to promote the cause of freedom, more especially for Biafran people. What we do in this platform is to represent Biafra, the United States of Biafra, the way it's supposed to be, and let the Biafran people get the update of what is happening, what is going to happen, and what we are supposed to do. What we do in this very platform is to make sure that we debunk every lie that have been told against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, lies that have been told against our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nandekano, and lies that have been told against the Biafran people. We come here to let the world know the true situation in that very contraption called Nigeria, the danger the indigenous people are facing in that country that is hidden. We come here to expose them. In this very platform, every morning we are here, and it is always an interactive section. A section where everybody has the right to click the link and join us on the platform to make his opinion, and it is one after the other. We don't take more than one person at a time. It is one person at a time. And by the special grace of God, we attend to everyone that wants to speak to us. You will click that link, you come in and make your point. You can make your prayers, you can make your suggestions, hold on to your view. We are not telling you to drop your view. Whatever be your own opinion, hold strong onto your own opinion. The only thing is that when you engage us, you go back and think over whatever we have spoken about. Then you can be able to take your decisions on what to do. In this platform, we don't force people against their will. Everybody have the liberty and right to hold their opinion, and we respect everybody's opinion on this very platform. In this very platform, it is not only Biafrans that come along to speak. We have our Oduduwa brothers who come time and time again to join us on this platform and they air their opinion. If you're a one Nigerianist and you have your own opinion, you have something to say to us, you have a question to ask, or you have a confusion, or you have an argument, a genuine one, do make use of that link. Click that link and come on. We are going to welcome you. We don't come here to attack people, insult people, or talk down on people. We don't do that. When you come here, we respect you and give you all the time in the world to say what you want to say. We'll listen to you. Even if you're not a Biafran, you are from other ethnic group, or you are from any part of the world, and you want to speak to us, you have a word or question for us, feel free to use that link and come in. In this very platform, we do not come here to attack people, individuals, as I said before. Everyone has the right to speak. And when you are speaking, mainly the Biafran people, any Biafran person that wants to come to this platform, you are free to use the language that is suitable for you. Any language that you deem fit that is going to be good for you to reach your audience. I mean, language of Biafra. You know, Biafra is made up of different nations. For some of you who don't understand, each time when I talk about Biafra here, I am talking about the old southeastern region, which is the present south and the southeast with the lower Benue. So whenever I'm talking about Biafra, I am talking about the old southeastern region, not a particular nation. In that Biafra, we have several nations in Biafra. You have the Igbo nation, you have the Ijaw nation, you have the Efik nation, the Shakri nation. So many nations. We have many of them. But I'm speaking about Biafra as a whole. And that is why we're here. So feel free to use any language that you can be able to communicate effectively to reach the audience you want to speak to. It is welcome. You can equally use the broken English, which can accommodate everyone. But I want you to have in mind that when you are on this platform, that the whole world is watching. So it's left for you to know how to pass your information. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile Cabinet is watching. It's left for you to pass your information. Our Prime Minister is watching. It's left for you to pass your information and pass it accordingly. Whatever thing you drop on this platform, as long as it is genuine and reasonable, it will be applied. If it's an issue that needs to be attended to immediately, it will be attended to immediately. I welcome everyone who has joined. I thank you for joining. The only thing I'm going to ask you that once you are coming to be with us on this very platform, it is one person at a time. You use your 3 minutes or 5 minutes and make your speech, say your prayers, make your argument, or make your contributions. Then the next person will come up. Use your time wisely. And when you come, please make sure you dress properly. You have to cover yourself up. You don't appear on this platform naked. And you don't appear on this platform smoking. If you want to smoke, you can be done with your smoking. After they are smoking, then you can come out and speak to us. We are representing a government and we must be decent and responsible in our speech. And one thing you must do when you come online here to speak with us, if you come on board on the platform to speak with us, try as much as possible to be civil. Be civil in your discussion. Be civil in your speech. I am not telling you not to be angry. I'm not telling you to show your grievances. You can be angry. You can show your grievances. You can say what you want to say. Hold on to your opinion. But at the same time, do it with civility. Do it while you are being civil. It is possible. You can say everything you want to say. At the same time, be civil. So that the world will understand the point you're making. So that we that you are talking to will understand what you want to say. And we can be able to respond effectively. Communication is better made when the people you are talking to understand you. It doesn't matter the grammar you use. It doesn't matter whether you are speaking big grammar or small grammar. The most important thing in communication is that the person you are talking to understands you. As long as the people you are talking to, the audience are understanding you, you are good to go. You are a good communicator. So have this in mind when you come on board. We are not English people. We learned it, and since it's the only way we can communicate, we use it as much as possible to pass our information and let the world hear us and hear us clear. So we must do that while we come on the platform. I appreciate everyone who has connected. And before I go on today to speak, I want to welcome everyone that has been with us now, those who have now connected online. I want to welcome my beloved brother Chukuma Solomon, one of our speakers on this platform. I welcome you, my beloved brother. I want to welcome my beloved sister, Linda TV Show. She is one of our media warriors, and she passes Biafra information. If you are not following her platform, you are missing a lot. Try as much as possible to be on her platform, Linda TV Show. Go and subscribe so that you can get information. There are some news you can't get in my platform, but you will get it there. So try as much as possible to be there. My beloved brother, Daniel Chisum, thank you so much for joining, my beloved brother and my fellow speaker on this platform. I appreciate you this morning for joining. Thank you, my beloved brother. Mino, thank you for joining, Mino. I appreciate you. Thank you for being with us this morning. Afokagbere, thank you so much for joining, Afokagbene. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. Pardon me, please. Afo Kogbene. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you, and I thank you for being part of us. My brother Shehu Lawal, thank you so much for joining. My brother Shehu, good to see you this morning. I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for being part of the program. Lawrence, thank you so much for joining, Lawrence. Thank you so much, Lawrence Onapo Berue. Thank you so much for joining, Lawrence. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being part of the program again today. Annex Anyanwu, thank you for joining. Annex Anyanwu, I welcome you and I thank you for being part of us once again today. Sonny, I appreciate you, Sonny. Thank you so much for being part of the program. I welcome you and everyone on this platform, whether I mention your name or I didn't mention your name, you are special and you are highly welcome. Thank you for joining. And please kindly give a like to this program, give a thumbs up to the program, share to all platforms. Give a thumbs up. Don't allow me to remind you. Give a thumbs up to the program and share to all platforms. Share to all platforms so that every other person can be able to join us. Share to all platforms. Thank you so much as you do that. Okay, Mwa Chineke, thank you for joining. Okay, Mwa, I appreciate you. Good day, why Izu. God day, why Izu. Thank you so much for joining. God day, I appreciate you. Good G Force, thank you for joining. Whether I pronounce your name wrongly or rightly, pardon me, and please accept my greetings. Welcome, and I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. Thank you so much for joining. And I want to remind you, every one of you that is on this platform, you know what today is. Today is Monday, Mazin Nandekano's day. Is sit at home day. This is one of the greatest weapons we are using in this restoration of Biafra. And it's a weapon that we will not sell out. We can't gamble it. We can't drop it, not even for a second. Today is sit at home in Biafra land. Biafra land is under lock and key as you're watching. Monday sit at home continues in Biafra land. Even now, it has intensified more than ever. I have said it time and time again. Don't ask me whether there's a sit at home today or not. Do not ask any media warrior if there will be a sit at home on Monday or not. The only thing you have to open your ear and listen, the release of Mazen Nandekano. Once Mazen Nandekano is released, then you can now be able to ask, will there be sit at home on Monday? But as long as Mazen Nandekano remains in the DSS, sit at home is mandatory. No human being can stop it. You can't. The Biafran people have chosen that day as Mazen Nandekano Day. Not only of Mazen Nandekano, a day to air their opinion to the whole world, a day to show their grievance, a day to show their disapproval of the Zoological Republic, a day to show their loyalty to the Biafra Republic government in exile, a day to show the unity of Biafran people. Monday. So you must be very, very cautious of that. It is a great day. This is the day the whole world will look into Nigeria and they will see that Biafra land is 100% behind the Biafra Republic government in exile. A day that the whole world will look at Biafra land and they will say, these people are ready and willing to go. Monday sit at home can be regarded as a day of weekly referendum. You must not play with it if you are sensible. And I appreciate everyone in Biafra land that have been keeping that very Monday sit at home. I appreciate everyone that has been participating without being remembered. Because this time around, it is not time to, we are not supposed to remind you. We are not supposed to remind you. But as those of us who are in the media, we have to continue to make the announcement for those who are flying in for other countries or those who are visiting Biafra land to know that is a day that is sacred for us. A day of our civil disobedience. A day that the world look onto Biafra and they know that these are one people with one government that they are loyal to. A day that we show the whole world that Nigerian government have been delegitimized in Biafran area. A day that will make it clear that the Biafra Republic of Exile under our Prime Minister Mazi Samuneba is in charge. And there is nothing anybody can do about it. A day to show the world our readiness to leave the Zoological Republic. must not forget that. That day is today, Monday. And I bet you Biafra land is under lock and key as you are watching me. It is even tougher, and it will get tougher than you can ever imagine. Biafrans on their own have woken up in full force to take back their freedom. Because freedom is taken, it is not given. And here are we. We are taking our freedom. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. And today we are going to discuss about the sit at home, the greatest weapon that we have. Why you must support Biafra during the time of exile. Our minister and our prime minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, to exit Nigeria. To set up a Biafra that cannot resist the support of Nigeria. This is not an easy thing. This is not an easy thing. Right? But we have to thank God that it crosses into our hearts. The whole world is watching. Some of them pretend not to see. Some of them say they don't hear. This is not an easy thing. When I shout my name, is there any problem? Wonders. There's no problem. There's no problem. I welcome everyone in the mighty name of our Lord Jesus and declare peace. I welcome you, my beloved brother Daniel. Thank you so much for being here. All the way there from Nigeria. Thank you so much, my brother. I welcome you.
Thank you. I'm hearing myself again.
Okay, let me know it. I'll mute myself.
Um, I want to thank my Biafrans all over the world. Uh, we no go rest until we get what we want. And Chikwa Biama, who has been there with us since the beginning of this journey till today, will continue to perfect His will. Ejighị gbagbe onye ọcha n'ihe anyị tụrụ ahịa ya egotego ya. And ụmụ nwanne m ndị nke na-ekwetarọ ka ha nọrọ n'ebe ha nọ, ha ekwetarọ until ofu ha n'anya. We are the generation of light, and you cannot hide light. Wherever you see light, light will continue to shine. And I also want to tell my Biafrans people that nobody should believe all those lies that some people is on social media talking. Whatever our PM said, that is what stands. They are tired. The enemy of Biafrans is tired, and they will continue to be tired. This morning, Monday Sit at Home continues. This is where we start. And most of us that is in the East have already understand what it means. I also want to tell some people that are still saying, people that is fighting for freedom, they know they come home, come fight them. I want to tell you, it's the same people that is fighting for you that normally call on phone that you need money, and they send it for you. Money there and send it for you, they need well for you. That is why they are fighting day and night to make sure that you have your freedom and enjoy what they are enjoying there. We are all human beings. Because I believe so many people that their brother or their sister is in any developed country or this Western country, their family is doing well. Why wouldn't they support what the suggestion they bring? And some people you see, even at this moment, somebody will still come outside and tell you if they are fighting for freedom, they should come home. But you are not in the same home they say you should come. Oh. They are not there. Oh. Why wouldn't she or he come home and stay and he dey for overseas? That means so those people want you to remain in darkness. Ka ha bụ ihe a na-achọzi bụ ha nwa ga-abụrụ eze. Yeah, that is what they're telling you. If they're telling you that okay, you don't need this, forget about this person, it not mean well for you, but they are not in the same place. They are not in the same homeland the way you did. And somebody went out, he go there and see the good things, and each time you call him or her, please, but if you are sending your parent $200,000 every month, and one day kidnapper kidnap any of them, you go spend $300,000. By that time, your eyes go open. Just do the needful. Follow the instruction. This world is going to do Thomas. that leave this zoo, and they don't want to let our people back home to enjoy what they are enjoying over there. Okenye na-anyụ mmamịrị n'ime mmiri, ọ bụ na ikwu nne gị ekururu ya wee nwụọ, ikwu nna gị ga-aṅụrịrị ofu ụbọchị. Adult wey dey piss for water, if your father side not drink am, one day your mother side go drink am. Because this time we are now is not time of saying this one is not doing it. This time around is time ejika ka ejika kono wo for officers. Let us turn to one broom, because if you be one broom, they will break you once. But if you are a bunch of broom, nobody will break you. The same mentality that Oyibo used to come and brainwash so many people, the same mentality. Some people in the 21st century, some people is still having that mentality. And some people are still folding their hand. Now this, no problem. No, you got continue to be lie. One day they will tell you to sit at home and lie. Now forging. They are saying it already. So Biafrans, Ozioma, this gospel must reach everywhere. We are tired of these shackles of bondage that some people team up together and put us into a bondage that you cannot even see a light. So, ebe ọbụla ị nọ as nwafọ Biafra, nwafọ Igbo, ị nọ n'ugwu na ị nọ na ndịda, oge erugo mgbe ị ga-eme ihe iji bụrụ nwafọ Igbo. Oge erugo mgbe ị ga-asọpọtụ this struggle. In the business, they will not fail. They will continue to succeed. And God Almighty will continue to bless them. I also want to appeal, please support our gallant soldiers for the food they are cooking. Please, they need more food. Support them. As you do that, the Lord Almighty will bless you. May God bless you. Bless our supreme leader. Bless every one of us, all our PM, all the gallant men. God bless them all. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The network was giving us problem, but I believe I'm hearing you clearly. I don't know why the audience we are missing some points, but I hope they got it. So my brother have just spoken very well, amazingly. He has spoken just direct on point, and I believe that we have gotten the message. I thank you so much for that very, very amazing information that you have just passed. Just speaking on the Biafran people to hold on to their cause of freedom. every one of us should focus on the cause of our freedom. And I bet you, as long as we are focused on the cause of our freedom, there is nothing any man can do to us. We are going to succeed. Victory is sure. There's no doubt. It is not a question of doubt. The only thing you have to do is to stand on your own part of freedom, continue to hold on to that which is right. And I bet you, at the end of the day, every one of us will rejoice. I saw a message here that was written by Jack Acho, one of our brother, Jack Acho, one of our brother in this platform. I saw your message that you typed, Acho. You are saying that we should tell our Prime Minister to inform Biafrans in the Zoological Republic to return home. That call has been made. I don't know when you started to follow our Prime Minister. He has made that call several times. Even our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekam has made that call. And that is why that is not our priority now. There is no genuine Biafra. There's no genuine Biafra living any place today that doesn't know what the date is. If you don't know what the timing is, it means that person is an irresponsible person. He's not what to be. He doesn't want for us spending our time on him. The call for people to return has been made several times. Even our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano began to give the warning during his own time. Our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano gave that warning. Even our eternal leader, Dim Odumego Juku, gave the warning. Our Supreme Leader gave the warning. In the present time, our Prime Minister Mazen Samadaka have said it several times. And we cannot continue to exhaust our energy and wait on these people, because these are some selfish set of people who want to jeopardize the freedom of 70 million people because of their own selfish interest. Some of them because of the bakery they have in the north, because of one-room hotel that you have somewhere. You want to jeopardize the life of more than 70 millions. They are no longer our priority. If you are a Biafran living in any part of the zoo at this moment and you have not gotten this information up to now, I bet you don't know what you are doing. No sound? What is going on? Something is really wrong today. I don't know what is blocking my sound today. How could Let me know if you can hear me. I want to be very sure that I'm speaking to people. If I could continue. I don't know what is happening to my sound today. What is actually going on the volume today? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you so much, Solomon Azubike. Thank you so much. Thank you, Solomon Azubike. Thank you for that information. So, my fellow Biafrans, we must focus on that which matters. We cannot afford to engage in any distraction. I'm speaking to our brother Acho. That very information our brother Acho wrote there. We have spoken about people returning to Biafra land several times. We have spoken several times about people returning home. We have spoken on several occasions. Our eternal leader, Dim Odmoyojuku, warned and he cried when he saw the way our people were investing their wealth outside Biafra land. Our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, cried several times. He shouted and called on Biafran several times to come home. More especially people in the northern part of Nigeria. They called for the northerners to come back home. At a stage, he called and called and called, and at a stage, he told them to prepare themselves and defend themselves wherever they are. If you know you can't come home, be ready to defend yourself wherever you are. Be ready to defend yourself. But if you think that we can stop the freedom of 70 million people because of you and your selfish interest, we cannot. If you think that the Biafra registration will be stopped, we will be paused because of you, it is impossible. The call has been made. Even our Supreme Amazon can made a call and told those who are in the military to take their leave. If you are in any force of the zoo, take your leave and join the Liberation Army. Our Prime Minister has made the same call. That if you are from Biafra land and you are serving, this time has come for you to rethink. If you cannot be able to act an insider, you better resign immediately and walk away. That call has been made, and we cannot continue to wait on them. We don't want them to be a distraction. That is why we don't focus on that anymore. Every genuine Biafran that has the blood of Biafra flowing in his or her vein today knows that it is time to go home. If you are a Biafran and you are still deceiving yourself, you are still pretending not to know the truth, it is up to you. You are going to face the consequence of your action. Yes, you're going to face it. Whatever happened to you, you will be responsible. Your blood will be on your head. The warning has been given for a very long time. Today, when you look at the zoological republic called Nigeria, when you look at what is happening in Nigeria, the most secured people today, I can bet you, are the Biafran people. Every other ethnic group is very vulnerable. Every other ethnic group in Nigeria can be run over within 24 hours. The only people today that are stopping what is going to happen in Nigeria, stopping the takeover of Nigeria by the Fulanis, is the Biafran people. Because they cannot penetrate Biafra land because of the presence of the Liberation Army today. ESN started the job. And later, ESN collapsed into the Liberation Army, and today they are the Liberation Army, working, doing the same operation, making sure that the Biafra land is secure. And there is nothing anybody can do about that. There's no way you can see what is happening in Nigeria today. You can see what's happening there, and still yet you are expecting somebody to beg you to do what you are supposed to do. There's no way you can see the situation of the zoo today. You can see everything happening in the zoo, and yet you refuse to accept the fact that Biafra has come to stay. You refuse to support the Prime Minister of Biafra, you refuse to support the Liberation Army. You refuse to support the freedom of your people. It means you are heartless. It means you don't have conscience. We see news. Can you hear me, please mute. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, my brother Solomon?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Your voice is low.
My voice is low? What is going on today? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, should I go ahead? Okay, should I go ahead?
Go ahead, speak.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Okay, thank you, my brother. From my side here. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. It's like I'm hearing myself repeating myself. It's like I'm hearing myself repeating myself.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, the voice. Can you hear me now? Sorry for the sound. I paused the sound. I didn't know that I wasn't. So sorry about that. We are having a hell of a problem today on this very. I don't know what is actually going on. The attack on voice and all is just unimaginable. Thank you so much for that comment. Thank you so much. So I hope you can hear me now. I hope you can hear me now. I hope you can hear me now. So as I was saying, the zoo have succeeded in manipulating us in the past, and they can no longer continue to win that manipulation. One of the greatest weapons they have used is to turn brothers against brothers, sisters against sisters, neighbors against neighbors. This was what they did in Biafra land. They entered Biafra land with their manipulation. When they entered the Biafra land with their manipulation, they turned the Biafran people against themselves, and Biafrans begin to see each other as enemies. Ijos begin to see the Igbos as enemies. Efik begin to see Ijo as enemies. The Calabas begin to see Igbo as enemies. The Ishakiris begin to see Igbos as enemies. The Igbos begin to see the Ishakiri as enemies. They planted this evil seed and it germinated. And that was how they were able to manipulate and come in. Use people within us to steal our resources and plant their food. Until Mazin Nandekanu came on board. When Mazin Nandekanu came on board, Mazin Nandekanu came out with a sound message, a loud and sound message. And when Mazin Nandekanu was preaching that message, some of us didn't understand. Some of us called him arrogant. Some of us called him warmonger. Some of us called him disrespectful. But that message was a hard knot to break your consciousness. The message of Mazin Nandekanu was a hard knock to crack your brain for you to understand. That was why he came in that form. And he succeeded in uniting the old Southeastern region. Today, they can no longer boast of that confusion. I can tell you today, a good number of 90% of the people today in the old Southeastern region know whom they are. They have come to accept their original identity. 90%, if not more than 90% today, have decided to accept their identity. And that is why the zoo has no foot in Biafra. That is why they will be defeated in the speed of light. The zoo will be destroyed and defeated. The case of coming to, they have lost the battle. They know very well that they have lost the battle when it comes to setting Biafrans against themselves. Even we have won them in certain other tribes against Biafran people. That battle has been defeated. That's why you saw the Middle Belt coming out in number to join the Biafran Liberation Army. The Middle Belt working hand in hand with the Liberation Army to defend their belt. It has not happened before. They now come in the open, and damn the consequence. That chain of hatred against the Biafran has been broken. That is why you see them crying and crying and crying, going to different media houses using their propaganda machines. We have succeeded to make sure that that hatred is taken away. And today, people in that contraption called Nigeria have realized who the real enemy is. The only people that are still pretending today are those criminals, those fraudsters who can only flourish in a system that is fraudulent. These are the only people today who are still pretending as if Nigeria is working for them. These few people, less than 1%, who are serving in their government and their in-laws and uncles and the criminals, they are the people today who are still preaching the gospel of one Nigeria. You see somebody like Obasanjo, a criminal, a murderer. Obasanjo, why his own state is on fire, why his own homeland is on fire, why Fulani have driven his own people out of their land, he is busy coming to Biafra land to hold a meeting on Biafra. He is coming to Biafra land in Imo State to hold a meeting on how to stop Biafra. Meanwhile, in his own state, Ogun State, the place is being taken over by Fulanis. Villages have been taken over. I am talking about Oduduwa land. This is not Plateau or Jos or not. In Oduduwa land, Ogun State, where Obasanjo came from, Fulanis are taking over villages. People are running to IDP camp. But instead of that man accepting the truth and facing the reality, he is busy going to Imo State, to Biafra land, to go and make negotiation with his fellow criminals, to go and plan with his fellow criminals, to plan on how to kidnap themselves. But the end has come for every one of them. Chukwu Okike by himself have come to redeem Biafrans, and there's nothing you can do. You want to stop Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa is an instrument in the hand of Chukwu Okike, and he is hidden in Chukwu Okike. There's nothing you can do to him. He is hidden in Chukwu Okike. For you to get him, you must get Chukwu Okike first, which is impossible. Every mission, every move you are making to get him down is a waste of energy and time. Look at what is happening in the zoo. Why they are busy chasing shadows. The northern part of Nigeria has been taken over completely. Look at what transpired in Jos. The Jos issue, videos are now emerging what transpired. You see bloggers going there to cover videos on their own, and they're telling you exactly what transpired. How could terrorists attack more than 3 villages in 3 good days? There was no repelling. There was no response from any military barracks. And this very plateau has a Air Force base. How do you explain that? How do you explain? In a same country that bandit we attack 3 good villages, more than 3 villages in 3 days, 72 hours. Even if the reinforcements was supposed to come from the planet Earth, even if reinforcements is supposed to come from the US, they will get there in 3 good days, 72 hours. There was no repelling. There was no response. There was no defense for the people. Entire village wiped out. Their homes burnt down. And we did not see their so-called commander-in-chief come online and speak about it and talk in anger. No. We didn't see that. They are still busy in Abuja, stealing right, left, and center. They are still busy in Abuja, talking trash. And look at you there. You call yourself a one Nigerianist. I pity you. I pity you. Some of the idiots, they come online, they think that Biafra is not your problem. Go and sort your problem. Focus on your problem and sort it. And if you don't go and sort your problem, you'll be consumed. Very, very soon. It's not going to take long. You are going to pay a very heavy price. As many of you as have overlooking what is coming. Biafra is your Messiah. Biafra is your Messiah for calling you out and crying out for what is happening, and the whole world is paying attention. You should be grateful to Biafra. And if you don't, you have yourself to blame. The activities of terrorists of Nigeria is being sponsored by the federal government of Nigeria. And that is why they have succeeded in holding all the medias not to report what is happening. Before this issue of Plateau happened, I made a video where I was asking, why are people not asking where are the terrorists that have been disturbing? The herdsmen that have been taking life of people, where are they? Why are nobody talking about the operations anymore? Do you think they are gone? Do you think that all of a sudden they disappeared? They have just handed over their weapon? And today, look at what is happening. One of the things that the late Muhammad Buhari did was to make sure that the media never speak about the evil of the Fulani people. The media don't focus on that. They don't talk about the terrorist activities that are happening, the attacks of the bandit and the Fulani. They don't talk about it. The only time they talk about it is when the people by themselves begin to report on social media, and it becomes evident that the whole world is saying and crying. Then they will be able to talk about it. More things are happening than you are seeing online. More lives are being lost than what is reported. And if you are sensible and you care about Nigeria, the only remedy to the insecurity in Nigeria now is the disintegration of that contraption. Disintegration of that contraption. Let every region begin to defend their borders and protect themselves. That is the only solution. And it doesn't matter what you think or what you feel. The Biafran people are going to defend their land by all means humanly possible. We are going to defend our territory. Our territory will be defended. And there's nothing anybody can do to stop that. I thank you, carry on. The Biafra Republic of Indonesia have already written to all the oil company in Biafra land. All the oil company in Biafra land. If you want to still continue to exist in that very place, you must begin to relate to the Biafra Republic of Indonesia. They are in charge. And if you continue to deal with Nigerian government and you are in Biafran territory, you are doing that at your own risk. Whatever agreement or whatever you're giving to them is just like throwing something, just like throwing something away. Every oil company in Biafran territory should pay their taxes and allegiance to Biafra Republic of Nigeria. If you don't, you are going to face the consequence of the action. Whatever deal you sign with Nigerian government is a waste of time and money. It's a waste. The order has been given by Prime Minister, and we will make sure in 2024, every pipeline and oil extraction from Biafra land has to be stopped. Our Prime Minister have announced that it will be stopped. If you must do any business in Biafra land, you must go through the Biafra program. That is where we are. And in this 2024, any oil company that ignores the warning of our Prime Minister, you will face the consequence. And the consequence is going to be very high. It's going to be very high. As we speak, every foreign flag in Bakassi Peninsula is being brought down. You know about Bakassi's story? Bakassi is Biafra land. Bakassi is the land of Biafra. And the criminal Obasanjo traded that very place. Nigerian government traded Bakassi in order to witch hunt Biafrans. They used Biafra to compensate Cameroon for helping them to starve our children, for helping them to take the life of Biafra into the civil war. And you think we can fold our hand and watch that happen? Not anymore. As we speak, every foreign flag in Bakassi Peninsula is down. Every foreign flag is down, and it will remain so. And every oil extraction in that area on halt. The Black Navy are doing the needful, and they will continue to do so. By the special grace of Chukwu, anybody that ventures into that area to interrupt, you are going to face the consequences, whether you are a foreign company or whatever. That will remain Biafran area forever. There's nothing anybody can do about it. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Let the criminals who call themselves politicians continue to sell themselves and sell their souls. Bunch of criminals who call themselves politicians, who has nothing to offer except debt, wickedness, strife, envy, disunity. That is what they bring. Anybody that is sensible in Nigeria today should know that it is time to go home. When we talk about Nigeria not working, it is not because of a personal hatred or personal vendetta. No. All you need to do is to pay attention to the situation. You know that Nigeria will never ever work. It does not matter how you try. It does not matter how you sponsor it. It does not matter how you lay the foundation. It does not matter how you try to pet it. It can never ever work. And that is the reality. Initially, thought it was about late Muhammad Buhari. You thought it wasn't just about late Muhammad Buhari. The foundation has been led to fail. And the foundation was led to subject every indigenous person to poverty, slavery. All they did was to equip some group of criminals, gang of criminals were equipped to continue to run that empire for the British. And this group of criminals, they come out and they go out and they hand over to another set of criminals. When they come, they will take an oath and hand over to another set of criminals, and there's nothing you can do about it. Some of you who are dreaming of Peter Obi, even if Peter Obi were to be there, things that happen today will be worse. It will be worse than you can ever imagine if Peter Obi has there. If somebody have told you that any government in this planet Earth will be worse than Buhari, will you agree? If anybody have told you in your dream that there will be a government in Nigeria again that will be worse than Muhammad Buhari, will you agree? You wouldn't agree. All of you were expecting a Messiah, right? Even all of you are saying that never time it can be as bad as Buhari. But today, Muhammad Buhari is a saint in the hand of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In less than 1 year, people are already crying. Everywhere, people are sharing tears. Everywhere. And it is going to get worse. Today, the looting that's happening today is not even done in the secret. By the way, why must it be done in the secret when the person who is leading the whole show is a looter? On which ground is he going to stand to speak about fraud? Somebody who is a criminal succeeded in being your president, and he chose the man that investigated his criminality. The man that investigated his criminality and had it in his hand, he made him NSA, National Security Advisor. The former EFCC chairman, the former EFCC chairman, who told us, who was interviewed in the international media about the criminality of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And he spoke eloquently and said that he has information that will nail him for the rest of his life. Former EFCC chairman, the man he made the NSA today. The NSA, the video is still on Facebook. Go and search it. What is that man's name? I've forgotten his name. When I remember his name, I'll make sure his name. The president NSA. Bola Ahmed Tinubu chose him and made him NSA. Somebody who investigated him went to international media. It was a documentary. He made a full documentary on Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a man that is richer than the state. A man who has put in the whole wealth of a state into his own pocket. And he has maneuvered himself up to the presidency. And you think that such a man will come and fight corruption? Such a man will come and stop looting. A man that looted a state and continue to loot a state even as you're watching me. You made him a president. Today, look at what is happening. There was a video I saw where they were saying that a senator was showing that Bola Ahmed Tinubu gave them rice to share for people on Christmas. He gave them millions of naira to buy rice and share to every senator to buy and share to their people. And one of the senators made a video of it. And even in the video from the calculation of the amount and what was given, the senator was video did not even provide half what he was showing. It's not even up to half of the money that was given. In some areas, some senators are denying completely that nothing was given to them. Some lawmakers are denying that nothing was given to them. Can you do that in China? I want to ask you, can you do that in China? That a government of China will give you something to give to their people. You will take that and eat it, and you will come out and say that you are not given in the open. Will you try that in China? They will use your flesh to feed flour. But in Nigeria, broad daylight, stealing is happening. Go and look at their budget. Go and look at their budget. They don't care about you. That is when I see some idiots talking about one Nigeria, I be wondering where they kept their brain. Do they have a different life apart from this one we are living now? Do they have another life apart from this one they are living now? When I see people talking about one Nigeria, you want a Nigeria? I'm asking, do they have another life? A country that doesn't care about you. Look at their budget. They share the money among themselves before your own very eyes. What you'll be hearing is billions of dollars, billions of naira to repair asphalt, billions of naira to buy plates, billions of naira to buy computer, billions of naira to buy newspaper, billions of naira to buy cars for themselves. Everything you'll be hearing is billion, billion, trillion for them and them alone, for the upper class. And you see some people come and they'll be hailing. You'll be talking about one Nigeria. Nothing is going to strengthen Nigeria. If you like, go and bring Christ to be the president of Nigeria. He's not going to do anything. It will be worse than the previous one. It will be worse than the previous one. There's nothing. There's nothing any man can do to change the situation. The only people that have seen the solution to the problem of the Zoological Republic are the Biafrans. And that is why we are holding on to that solution to make sure that we solve the problem. The people who call themselves politicians in Nigeria are so criminal-minded, so shamelessly criminal-minded that they think that every other person is a fool. That is the most painful thing, is that when they are showcasing their criminality, when the Nigerian politicians are showcasing their criminality, they do it and throw it to your face that you can't do anything. And of course, you can't do anything as a Nigerian. What do you do? What do you do? They are the cabal and the clique that rules from the show. And they don't care about you. They don't care about you. The Zoological Republic called Nigeria, every state in that country has a resources that will make it the Dubai of Africa. Every single state in that zoo, including in the north, they have resources that can make them the Dubai of Africa. Every state. But what do you see? What do you see? What you see is bunch of criminals. What you see is bunch of criminals everywhere that cannot be able have anything to offer. People who will steal before your own very eye, and they will proudly come and tell you that they have stolen. What can you do? Stealing the wealth of Nigeria. Every mineral resources, they will come and tell you that this one is an exclusive list. Every single thing that have placed in exclusive list, individuals are mining those resources. Individuals are mining the resources that they place in exclusive list and say even a government of a state cannot be able to touch it. But individuals are mining. In the north, that is why you see them destroying lives and properties, using the bandits to take lives of people. This is what is happening. Stealing right, left, and center everywhere, and nobody can stop them. The only thing that can stop them is ending the zoo. There was a video I saw. I saw a video where the idiot in Anambra State who called himself Soludo, a governor who called himself Soludo, is weighing the people of Anambra State, telling the people that they are the ones who are supposed to develop their country. They are the ones who are supposed to develop their area. Proudly telling people that it is the people that will do road. Government will not do road for you. Proudly coming to say that he went to commission roads that individuals did. This is a man that Anambra State is one of the richest states you have in the Zoological Republic. Anambra State, one of the richest states. Apart from the allocation that is being given from Abuja, Anambra State generates enough money that can make it London. But what do you see Soludo doing? Soludo is telling individuals to go and do the work he's supposed to do. Then he will put the money in his pocket. Proudly saying it, covering to the video, and he's proud saying it, that before he came to power, that he did road, that people should help and do road, groups should gather themselves and begin to do road. What is the responsibility of the government? When the people provide their road, provide their water, provide their light, still pay tax to the government, what is the job of the government? And what are you doing with the money that you are collecting as revenue? What are you doing with the money? But this man shamelessly will come before the whole world, and he will speaking boldly as if he's talking to clowns. And those idiots, who are clowns, standing before him, they'll be laughing and clapping. So idiots before him will be hailing. This is the kind of mindset they have put in the head of Biafrans. This is the kind of mindset they have planted in their mind, that we feel that it is our responsibility to build road. It is our responsibility to do like, it's our responsibility to do. There are things you must not do. There are some things that are responsibility of the government. There are things that the government must do. It is their responsibility, not individuals. Individuals don't build road. Individuals have no business in building your road. Individuals have no business in giving you light. If you want to have an additional light for yourself, you want to make an additional light, want to extend the quality of your life, that's what the different thing. You can do it on your own. But the light that the poor masses are going to use, the government have to do it and subsidize it for the people. That is what every sensible government does. But what we see these criminals do is that they come in public and they encourage people to do their own work. Meanwhile, they will collect those allocations and put in their pocket. And tomorrow, they will become the richest person in the whole world. And they will begin to claim and show you how hard work they have been. These criminals are operating everywhere. Soludo is busy in Anambra State commissioning roads that individuals did. He is commissioning is shamelessly commissioning it, and he's encouraging them to continue to do so. Are we in a different nation? Is he operating in a different place? Is it not the same state he's guiding that people in Kano State are guiding? Why is Kano State doing their road and land and water and light by themselves? Why is the government doing theirs? Why is it in Sokoto that individuals are not doing it? Why is it that in Sokoto individuals are not doing road? They are not bringing light. Why is it that in Kano individuals are not doing lights? Why is it that in Kaduna government are doing it, not individuals? But this bunch of criminals who have come, they want to use them to twist our brain. They want to use them to twist our brain, and we think that it is right. Fellow Biafra, if you want to showcase your wealth, there are places to showcase wealth. You don't showcase wealth by taking up the responsibility of the government. When you take up the responsibility, you are equally supporting corruption. You are creating an avenue for the idiots to continue to steal. And all those organizations and people that he was calling, if they are sensible enough, if you have too much money you want to invest in, look at the Biafran Liberation Army. Fight for your freedom. If you are a group, a society or organization, and you are seeking for where to put your money where your mouth is, which is Biafra. Pass through the Biafra Republic government side. Make your submissions. Support the Liberation Army. Every day we are coming here, we are talking and crying and asking and shouting, asking people to support their own freedom. Some idiots still block their ears as if they don't hear. But a clown will come to you to speak grammars and tell you to, and he will relinquish his own responsibility for you to do. And in your own presence steals. You will be there watching him and you start supporting him. May Chukwu have mercy on all of you. May Chukwu have mercy on all of you. I don't know how some of you sleep. I don't know how some of you think. That is why these politicians, they come out and they open their mouth and say anything unapologetically. They don't care. They don't care how you feel. Of course, they know you're not going to say anything. They know you cannot be able to react. That was why you saw the idiot in Imo State come and say that he's going to give 4,000 youth job in overseas if he wins. Not a job in Imo State. In overseas, he's going to send 4,000 youths overseas and he's going to pay their ticket. idiots come online and say anything. They come on video, all in the name of politics. And you see some clowns around them clapping. That is the most painful thing. Today, the people you think are educated are the most uneducated people in that very contraption called Nigeria. The people you are praising, look at that idiot. He calls himself Professor Soludo. I think he's a professor. He called himself a professor. Former CBN governor. A criminal. A criminal who has been stealing all his life. Now he's a governor. He doesn't even have the conscience to do a little thing for his own people. When he came to power, he started with tax. He began to tax the poor. Taxing every keke man, every Okada rider, every taxi driver. Tax and tax. It was so tax and tax and tax. Until Biafrans complained, and the tax was reduced. Not that removed, it was reduced a little. Today, look at him shamelessly parading himself from one village to other, asking people to do the road by themselves, relinquishing his own responsibility to the people. Then ask Soludo, the money you are going to get from the federal government is giving to you, and the money you are getting from tax in Anambra State, what are you doing with it? What are you doing with it? Anambra State, that we all know, is much more richer than so many states in the north. Very, very rich. Apart from the money they get from the federal. A lot of mineral resources. Do you know that they drill oil in Anambra State? And the federal government, the state government is aware. Nigerian government is drilling oil in Anambra State. In fact, Anambra State is an oil state. These are some information they keep away from you. They don't want to tell. Imo State is also an oil producing state. Abia State is an oil producing state. Most of the states you see that five stars, they are all oil producing states. And yet, what you see every day, Igbo people, they are very industrious. They can do things for ourselves. You see people, we can do things for ourselves. We can build our roads. Why must we be waiting for federal government? We cannot wait for the federal government. Why won't you wait for the federal government? This is an idiotic topic that people discuss, even online. An idiotic topic that some people bring online and they begin to open their mouth and begin to talk about it. You must not wait for federal government. Since you know that the federal government is not ready to work for you, why are you sitting under a federal government? Why are you still respecting and sitting under a government that has nothing to offer you? Why? Why? Can you tell me the reason? Why will a sensible person still be under a government that is not ready to do anything for you, doesn't recognize you, not ready to work for you? You see some clowns, they come online and they tell you, hey, we cannot wait for the government. We must not wait for government for everything. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And some idiots that are saying this and are living abroad. They're living abroad. We are in a civilized nation where you see individuals begin to construct a road that belongs to the federal government. Where do you see government relinquishing their own responsibility to an individual? Soludo is telling you to build road. Okay, we the Biafrans have decided we want to take the responsibility of building our nation and make it what it will be. And that is why we have created the Biafra Republic government in exile. The government of Biafra is taking charge. The de facto government in the whole land is taking charge. Since they have nothing to offer, they have lost experience, they don't have money to do anything, they have lost experience, they have lost everything, they don't have anything to offer us. Allow us to manage our own affairs by ourselves. What is the sense of bringing your useless name of a government into our territory? What is the sense? What is the sense of calling yourself? What is the sense of associating yourself to them when they have nothing to do for you? Why don't you go out of your own way and create your own nation? Why don't you join the Biafra Liberation Army? Why don't you join the Biafra Republic Exile government under Mazi Simon Ekpa and create a nation and a government that will do their job for you? The government is there to serve you. The entire society. I don't know how some of us reason. When you see the place where Soludo was making that comment, you see people who claim to be educated. Some of them will tell you that they are professors and doctors and whatever. That is why their certificate is useless. It is because of this kind of thing that's happening that no matter what you read in Nigeria, you fly and cross that country and land in another country, you go back to school. It does not matter what you have read. Once you cross that borders and go to other countries, you will start afresh. You go back to school. They have to subject you into a thorough screening and more training to be sure that your brains are open. Because there's no sensible person that will see what is happening in Nigeria and the way it is happening. And you trust somebody who claims to be educated in that place. A country that boasts of professors, yet people that are leading them on the top, none of them had a verified certificate. A country that claimed to boast of engineers, professors, and whatever, yet the people that are on top of the game leading them cannot, their certificate not be verified. And yet, you want to be proud to be part of such kind of idiocy or mad area. You are not worried. You are not worried. All these things are the reasons for those who are listening to us, those who are not Biafrans, those who are watching us from other part of the world. If you are listening to us from other part of the world, these are the reasons why we do not want to be part of Nigeria anymore. These are many other reasons. The government, the primary objective of government is to protect life and property of the people. That is the primary objective of the government. Every government of the world, to protect life and property. But in Nigeria, what they do is to destroy lives and property. That primary objective, it's turned upside down in Nigeria. What the Nigerian government do is to destroy lives and property. Just recently, see what transpired in the Jos. You know, if it were the Biafran that we are covering it and come and they say, oh, the Biafrans are talking. But you have seen people go there and give the account of what is happening. You have seen people who are living in the north speak about the situation. You have seen several informations coming from that very direction to prove that the government of Nigeria is colluding with the criminals, the terrorists. In fact, the government of Nigeria is the one creating insecurity, taking the life of its own people. A general in the army said it. They are former chief of army staff. Danjuma said it. One of the criminals. When the heat was on him, he said it, he voiced out that the military are colluding. It wasn't Mazen Nanikano that said it. It wasn't Mazen Simon. I didn't say it. A Biafra didn't say it. A criminal general who was with them, who were part of those who massacred Biafrans. But today, the game have changed, that the ball have turned against him. And he began to cry that the military are colluding. Is it today you started colluding? It's been long. You've been colluding for a very long time until you got your doorstep and you begin to cry and shout. The same way, the same cry is what you see Obasanjo will cry very soon. Very soon you see Obasanjo cry about Ogun State. The Fulanis are about to take over Ogun State. It is people are driven for their village already and they're hiding it. They don't want to speak about it. He is busy going to the southeast. Biafra land is the most protected area today. Take it or leave it. And as the day goes by, you are going to see much more things happen. I thank Chukwu Okekabia for our Prime Minister, Mazi Samaiba, who has already drawn the line. I thank Chukwu Okekabia who gave us a man who knows the time. And he has already mentioned it and drawn the line. That by October, the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra will be made. It does not matter what you think or how you feel or what you want to think about it. It's up to you. October is the D-date. The declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra will happen. Whether you like it or you don't like it, it's going to happen. And it's not just happening. We are going to defend our territory to the teeth. I thank you, Government, so far for the response of Biafrans. Biafrans are responding. We are still looking for funds. Those idiots who Soludo is calling to go and begin to take responsibility of the government. If you want to support a government, support the Biafra Liberation Government, Biafra Republic Government in exile. Support them. Don't throw away your money. Support the Biafra Liberation Government so that you have a government that will take charge and do what they're supposed to do while you will focus on your own. While you focus on your own business. Don't support a government that will relinquish its own responsibility to others. Why must you support such a government? Why must you support such a government? No sensible person does that. Focus your attention on here and you're welcome, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome to Biafra.
Thank you. Good morning to you. Okay. Thank you so much. Your voice is very down. Your voice is low. Yes. Your audio is very, very low. All right. Thank you, my great brother Mazu Chicks, and good morning to you. Happy Biafra to you, and happy Biafra to every one of my Namoche and Inamoche that is listening to us this morning. This is a Monday, and I use this opportunity to also say kudos to our brothers and sisters in my mother's ancestral land, country, that are sitting at home today. It is not an easy thing, my people, but there is no sacrifice that is not worthy to pay for the freedom of our land. And that is exactly what we're going to do. Nobody's going to do it for us. We must devise ways to get what God has given to us. God will not come from heaven to give us Biafra. It is our actions. Our actions and inactions will determine whether we are going to get Biafra or not. But I believe with the kind of work that we are doing, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has put in place, what Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, and his cabinet members are doing, I am assured that Biafra is going to come. Biafra will definitely come. Thank you so much, and I use this opportunity to salute my able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I pray that God will strengthen that great son of Biafra physically and spiritually wherever he is, because what he's going through, he is going through that because of my mother's ancestral land and the freedom of our people. So we need to support him. If there is nothing, if we cannot carry a leprosy child because of the father, I believe we'll carry a leprosy child because of the mother. And that's exactly what we have to do. And I want to use this opportunity, I would like also to use this opportunity to congratulate my able Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, who in all, ramification decided to take over this mantle when he was the least, to be honest with you, Biafrans, he was the least I expected that will pick up this mantle. Because there were people surrounding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu then. But for doing what he did, will tell you that if you are not careful, you will not get it. It is other people who are passing while you are sleeping and snoring who pick the breadfruits that has fallen in your father's compound. That's exactly what Simon Ekpa that happened to Simon Ekpa, and I'm very, very proud of him, and I glorify God because the way he is doing it, I do not know any other person that is going to do it. And the new dimension our able leader who is in captivity today spoke about is what we are seeing. And believe me or not, Biafrans, there is no way Mazen Namdekan will see anything that is going to cripple the zoo and he will tell you not to do it. I don't think so. Even where he is. If Mazen Namdekan is not impressed with what is going on, do you think that they are not telling him what Simon Ekpa is doing in the detention? They're telling him. And they are even advising him, if there is a way you reach out to him so that he will stop. These things are going on. We were there. We know what was going on. When someone of that caliber is arrested, and they will know is kidnapped, although those ones were arrested, but Mazen Namdekan was kidnapped. We know what goes in there. Can you just tell this your agent? Can you just tell this your man to stop? If this guy will stop with what he is doing, we assure you we are going to free you. These are the things that are going on there. What do you want? Are you going to, drop this agitation so that we can, come to a round table and discuss? These are most of the things that are going on. They will use anybody to go there. They will use his own wife. They will use his own friends. He will use anybody. They will use those of our own enclave that are exposed politicians. They will use them. I'm telling you, based on experience, what that great son of Biafra is going through in that particular place is penal. There is nothing they have not done. So when you see our man there sitting down the way he's sitting down Gidigba, like Gibraltar, Akwa Akro, when they push it this way, they give him money, they promise you, they promise this, they promise that. Okuro, he remains and stand where he is. That is to tell you that he is not an ordinary man. Anybody that is fighting him, you will go down. You will go down yourself. The same thing applies to Simon Ekpa. Look, my people, in everything that we have spoken, in everything that we have said, please don't wait for fundraising time. I believe that this 2024, God is going to enlarge our pockets. Biafrans are not lazy people. We are hardworking people. They are demolishing our people's businesses and houses in Lagos. During the Christmas, go and see how empty Lagos was. Go and see how empty it was. Some of them are making videos asking Igbos to come back. A time will come when they will look for us. They will not see us. I cannot stay in a place where I believed that I am going to be loved. But when I turn the other way, you chase me away and begin to fight me. I have a land I call my own. I have a country I call my own. My country, when it comes by the grace of God, no matter how bad it is, the worst of Biafra is going to be the best of the zoo. I would like all of us to believe this. And once we believe, have faith, and work towards it as we are doing, definitely we are going to get there. We cannot come out to protest. When we come out to protest, they are going to shoot at us. We have nothing to protest. Anybody, Mazen Namdekan, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa will not encourage Biafrans to go out and protest. Never. Anybody that tries to come to cow you into protesting, marching on the street, tell that person that person is the enemy of Biafra. Sit at home. Sit at home is a deadly weapon that we are using to cripple the economy. Yes, we are hungry. Yes, we are not happy. We cannot get food to eat. But that sacrifice, worth it, my people. We must do it. And let everybody be assured that as long as you do what the Biafran Republic government in exile asks you to do, leave the rest for them. Just do your own part and leave the rest for them. They know how to deal with it. They are the people consulting our foreign, partners and so on and so forth. They know what to do. So just do the little one that you can do in order to free my mother's ancestral land. That is my utmost priority, and that we must do. The coming of Biafra, the restoration of Biafra is sacrosanct to me. As Diokpara Biafra, the coming and the restoration of Biafra is sacrosanct to me. I cannot joke with it because I want it to come. Even if we are landlocked, yes, let's be landlocked. Even if we are going to grind stones to eat, let's grind stones to eat. Even if we are I am going to fight with you, Mazi Chooks, Sister Linda, we'll fight and fight. It's better that I fight you or any other Biafran than for an alien that I have nothing in common with to come into my land and take it over forever. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless you. Those in the comment section, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless you. May God prosper all Biafrans wherever you are, in the homeland and in the diaspora. May God increase your wallet so that you will also increase your contribution to the liberation of my mother's ancestral land. Thank you so much, and may Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you so much for that wonderful speech that you have just made. Biafrans, I believe you have heard him. I heard him very clear. I don't know what is wrong with my audio today. My audio has been very, very disturbing and disappointing. But I am very, very sorry for that. I will try and make sure I rectify it by tomorrow. It is going to be better. It is going to be better by tomorrow. It is not going to continue by tomorrow. I've tried to refresh and it continues. So I'm going to round up the program. I want you to know that today is Sit at Home. And as you are watching, Biafrans are already Sit at Home. Videos are going to be coming out, which we are going to be sharing for you to see what is going on. This Sit at Home is very, very important, and we must not gamble with it. Our Prime Minister have said this expressly. It is not stopping until our Supreme Amazon Nandekan is released. The Sit at Home has so many objectives. It has so many gains. It has so many impacts. The Sit at Home shows the world that the Biafran people are ready to go home. That the Biafran people are not in support of what the zoo are doing. That the Biafran people want the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That the Biafran people are loyal to the Biafra Republic government in exile. It shows to the world that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not a self-acclaimed leader. He is the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile, and whatever he says goes. The Sit at Home show to the whole world that the Biafrans are united in one voice to get out of the zoo. The Sit at Home helps the world to understand the dissatisfaction of the Biafrans in the Zoological Republic. The Sit at Home is a weekly referendum for the whole world to see and know that we are good to go. Fellow Biafrans, remember the word of our Prime Minister. In this year 2024, the legitimization of the de facto government in the whole land will be intensified. The legitimization of the Biafra Republic government and the de facto government in the whole land will be solidified and made stronger, while the delegitimization of the zoo will intensify. In 2024, on October to be precise, the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra will be made at Helsinki during our second convention. And that data will prepare us for our self-referendum. Get these points and be updated. Support the Liberation Army the best way you can, because we are entering into a very serious phase. It is mandatory that you must support the Liberation Army financially. There's no two ways about it. We must support to make sure that we get back our land. Always remember, stay 1 kilometer away from all the barracks in Biafra land. 1 kilometer away from all the secretariats. Stay away from every checkpoint. Don't hawk there. You have no business going to any checkpoints. Don't. Wherever you see the zoo terrorists with their uniform, stay away from them. In your shop, in your restaurant, in your filling station, any place you find them, in the traffic, give them enough gap. The angel of death can visit them at any minute. The order has been given, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. If you are a Biafran, prepare yourself for what is coming. There is no going back. May Chukwu guide and protect every Biafran that is watching this program, wherever you are watching us from. I say, may Chukwu guide and protect you. May Chukwu guide and protect the Liberation Army, guide and protect the resistance fighters, guide and protect our Black Marine, guide and protect our Air Force. May Chukwu guide and protect every forces that are genuinely fighting for Biafra on the ground. May Chukwu guide and protect all the media warriors that are speaking on different platforms. We'll commit them and their families before Chukwu for divine guidance and protection. May Chukwu guide and protect the de facto government in the whole land and all the officials. Divine protection, divine wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We pray for wisdom for the members of the cabinet of Biafra, the Lord exile, for guidance, protection, provision, for strength, wherever they are. We commit our Prime Minister, Mazin Simon Ekpa, before Chukwu for guidance, protection, provision, for wisdom. Wisdom of 10,000 men. We pray for security. Chukwu should send angels to guide him in his going out and coming in. He will never, ever dash his foot against a stone. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. We pray for our Supreme Mazin Nandekano. Wherever Mazin Nandekano is at this minute, we commit him in the hand of Chukwu for divine protection, for divine healing, for divine strength. Wherever he is at this minute, we pray that Chukwu will take absolute control of his life. No evil shall befall him. We pray for more revelations to him. We pray that Mazin Nandekano will be stronger than ever, and he will join us very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our supreme leader, Mazin Nandekano, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazin Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. I appreciate every single one of you that has joined us on this program. And thank you for being part of this program. I will see you again tomorrow, same time. Stay blessed. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.